Hey guys, I'm Gareth and welcome to Penrith here in Sydney. Or as the locals like to call it, Penwith. Okay, so Transport Heritage New South Wales basically has an amazing weekend happening. Steam train rides from here, Penwith, to Springwood and return. 4 steam train rides on Saturday and 4 on Sunday. So we're actually going to be filming in one direction only. Harry Styles? No. Up. We're going to be filming up because I reckon going up is way more interesting than going down. Well, it actually depends on the context of what you're talking about, but that's another thing entirely, right? But hear me out for a second. What do I actually mean by this? Well, I mean a steam locomotive going up a steep incline such as the Blue Mountains makes a really sexy, beautiful noise. Chugga, 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 chugga. That's not so much the case going down. Can you feel the locomotion, baby? What am I even talking about? I mean, God, Jesus. Filming a steam locomotive going downhill is kind of like playing pool with a rope. What exactly is the point? But anyway, that's why we're focusing this video in one direction only, uphill. It's more exciting visually and audibly. I've spent my whole weekend filming each one of these 8, that's 5, 6, 7, 8 steam train trips up and down the Blue Mountains to get some really amazing shots. Clearly I have no life. And by the way, I actually have a special visitor here for this video. Hi Mum! How's it going, Mum? It's been a while since you've been in one of my videos, isn't it? What was the last thing we even did? I don't even remember.
No, I don't remember.
We did a cruise ship, didn't we? We filmed a cruise ship video. But because I'm lazy, none of that's been edited yet. That was a year ago. So it looks like our train is about half an hour late, which is exactly what happened to me yesterday while I was waiting up in the mountains for the train on the bridge that goes over the Great Western Highway. Well, if you've ever driven up to the Blue Mountains, there's a good chance you've seen this bridge. And hang on a second, don't you forget about this side. This is the slide that you see when you leave the mountains going to Sydney.
If we were in Japan, that wouldn't happen.
It really, that's true.
Shoving us all on in there, you know?
In Japan, they'd be pushing us with the glove people. The glove people would be pushing us, white gloves, into the doors and trying to close the doors. That's what they do in Japan if you've never seen, right? Or if we're in India, we'd be on the roof, wouldn't we?
We would.
Or Bangladesh for that matter. There we go. That's pretty cool. Now look, anybody can get a photo of a steam train or a video from a steam train on a platform. Hence why we're doing something very, very different for this video. All my shots will be from no platforms, but from very, very unique locations. And in some cases, literally bushwalking to these crazy locations, all accessible by car and car alone. So no station shots for this video. I hope we are.
Yeah, we're going up here.
Okay. And by the way, for the very first time on this YouTube channel, this video will be shot in glorious 4K. It'll be so, so, so pretty. So click the 4K button to get the full experience. Pretty. Get on. Okay. Get on. Japanese mum. Get on.
Where's your white gloves?
Where's my... I forgot my white gloves.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. We're actually going now. Leaving now. We're leaving right now. Look out the window.
I know, so what we've got here now is there's 3 or 4 seats vacant now because we only advertised 26 to 27:30. So what's left is vacant, it's spread out.
Very exciting, guys. I hope you like this video. getting a really, really cool shot outside of that bridge yesterday. Take a look at this. All right, so I'm at the Nepean River Bridge, or train bridge, waiting for this steam locomotive to come past. Any moment now. From this point onwards is when we pretty much make our way up to the mountains. It's exciting. Give us a wave. We're about to cross the Great Western Highway bridge that every car that goes on to the mountains via the Great Western Highway goes basically underneath. Here's a couple more views of this bridge. Well, if you've ever driven up to the Blue Mountains, there's a good chance you've seen this bridge. If you've ever driven down the Blue Mountains, you've seen this bridge. If you've ever gotten a train up to the Blue Mountains, there's a good chance, 100% chance, that you have ridden on top of this bridge. Let's go get some shots. Don't forget about this side. This is when you're going down the mountains to Sydney, right? aren't subscribed for this content, it's a little mean. It's just a little mean if you're not, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys liked those 2 shots from the bridge. It took a lot out of me to get it. Reached our first station on the line up in the mountains, Lapstead. Here is this really amazing lookout that you can see the train tracks and the valley down below from up above, right? We were just up there. Have a look at this view.
Yeah. That's Amy Pines. Yeah. Just upside the
All right, so I'm at a place called Tramway Lookout. This place, pretty spectacular. You can even see Sydney, I'm pretty sure, in the distance. There's a normal train coming right now, I don't know if you can hear it. But we're waiting for the steam train. Just over there. That sounds pretty good. Wow, that was awesome. You could hear the echo reverberating around the walls all around us. Very cool. very back carriage of a steam train ride is that you get to see all the carriages in front as well as the steam locomotive itself. It's really cool. So literally the diesel engine, it's behind us. It's pushing us up right now while the steam locomotive is pulling us. Hopefully you guys can see me. We're going to walk to the very back of the car and look at the diesel. Oh my God, there it is. Is that not an amazing view? My God. You've got to be very, very careful when you're doing this. Very, very careful.
In 400 meters, at the roundabout, take the first exit and stay on Wilson Way. In 400 meters, turn right onto Great Western Highway.
the other track. But we are really picking up speed on this track right now. We are going really, really quick, possibly because they were late by 15 to half an hour. That's why. Reminds me of that ABBA song.
The who? ABBA?
The ABBA song. Power Moon.
No, I don't know that one.
Earlier today, me and Mum were actually sitting in the car waiting for this train on the Great Western Highway. Here's a quick shot of it. That was pretty cool. I actually missed it by like 5 seconds, unfortunately. I expected it to come a little bit later, hence why the shot started where it was, but heard you liked it. It's hard to see because of all the trees passing in the distance, but there are some really magnificent views of the Blue Mountains while you're on the train. You get to see, kilometers, miles into the distance. Yeah, right.
It's not glass, it's plastic.
Yeah, plastic, yeah.
Remember the movies you've seen with Tom Cruise,
Oh, right.
On top of the train.
Tom Cruise on top of the train,
Yeah,
right.
I'm running along here the walkway.
Or even back, oh my god. Or even,
Good job I didn't have my head out then. Look
yeah,
at
very, I would have stopped you, but Back to the Future, how they on the outside of the steam train, remember? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. stopped. So we're gonna have a bit of a browse down here. So as you can see, it's pretty much impossible to see Valley Heights railway station. But it's there, like the steam locomotive is literally sitting at it right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Obviously this train is going back to Penrith, but I really just wanted to capture the going up situation, right? If you like this video, give us a like and a subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you for the next train video, whatever it may be. Yeah.